Right. Good morning again, my dear grade 7s. Once more, you are with Mr. Mahluku from Lidweli district. We are going to do mathematics with you, and in particular, multiplication of decimal fractions. It is important that you must know the concepts and skills. The content area is not, as I've said in previous lessons. Now, the concept and skills is multiply decimal fractions to include decimal fractions to at least 3 decimal places by whole numbers, and then decimal fractions to at least 2 decimal. Right, sorry for that interruption, my learners. As I was saying, decimal fractions to at least 3 decimal places by whole numbers, decimal fractions to at least 2 decimal places by decimal fraction to at least 1 decimal place. Right. Now let us look at this. The decimal fractions to at least 3 decimal places by whole numbers. We are having 0,1, 0,01, and then 0,001. We multiply it by a whole number, which is 1. We get 0,1 by 10. We'll get what? 1. And then by 100, we'll get 10. And then by 1,000, we'll get 1,000. And then 0,01 multiplied by 1, it will be this. By 10, it is 0,1. By 100, it is 1. By 1,000, it is 10. And then multiply by 0,001, which is thousands, multiplied by 1, means that by 10, it will be 0,01, and then by 100, it is 0,1, and then by thousands, it will give us 1. Now let us see what is happening. Why are you getting these results? Because this is part and parcel of what we call mental maths, just mental calculations very quickly. We have 0,1 multiplied by, let us start it here at 10, multiply by 10. What is happening there? It means 1/10 in common fraction multiply by 10. And this 10, we'll put it as 10 divided by 1, so that we multiply the numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So it is going to be equal to 10 tenths. Now what does 10 tenths mean? It means, sorry for this, it means we are having 1. So simply put, what we have here is that 0,1 multiplied by 10 is equals to 10 divided by 10. I'm sure you understand when I'm saying is equals to 10 multiplied by 10. Let us just quickly look at it, where we are having, we will go to document writer quickly. We are having 0,1 multiplied by 10. And then we are saying 1/10 multiplied by 10 is equal to, actually, this 10 multiplied by 1, it will give us 10. And then we have this division by 10. Hence, we are getting 10 divided by 10. It will give us 1. This is what we are having. Hence, I'm going to show you that when we multiply, multiply 0,1 by this whole number 10, in actual fact, we are saying this 10 divided by 10. Multiplying by 1/10, it means dividing by 10. That's why we get 1 as our answer here. Look at 0,1 multiplied by 100. It's 100 divided by 10, which gives us what? 10. If we can know these quick facts about division, about multiplication of fractions by whole numbers, especially the tens, the hundreds, the thousands, it is going to be very easy for us when going forth. Ne? Right. Now look at 0,1 multiplied by 1,000. Again, it's the same as 1,000 divided by 10, which is going to give us 100. And then 0,01, the hundreds now. We are here now. 0,01 multiplied by 10, quickly, the same as 10 divided by 100. And what do we know about 10 divided by 100? It's 10 hundredths. So 10 hundredths, the same as 0,1. You must remember that from our previous, which means 10 hundredths is 10 tenths. It's 10 hundredths. 10 divided by 100. It can be written as this. Let me just go quickly here. That could be written as 10 divided by 100 is the same as 10 hundredths. What does that mean? It means when we simplify, remember Mr. Ratsiu taught you about the simplification, that when we simplify 10 divided by 10, it will be 1, and then 10 divided by this 100, it will be 10, hence we are having 0,1. That is why when we go back, you look at it, it is now 0,1, because this 10 divided by 100 is 10 hundredths, which is the same as 1/10, which gives us 0,1. Is that good? Very good. And then 0,01 multiplied by 100 is the same as this 100, you divide it by 100. Ne? And then it's going to give us 1. And then 0,01 multiplied by 1,000, it will give us 1,000 divided by 100, which will give us 10. Likewise, 0,001 multiplied by 10, which means now thousands, this, multiplied by 10, multiplied by 100, multiplied by 100, will divide these whole numbers with 1,000, which means when we multiply here, we'll divide 10 by 1,000, then we'll get this, and then we divide by 100 by 1,000, then we get this, and then we divide 1,000 by 1,000, then we get 1. So this means multiplying by 10th means dividing by 10, and then multiplying by 100th means dividing by 100, and then multiplying by thousandths means dividing by 1,000. So it's crucial that as an introduction, we must remember these facts as we are engaging and going forward. Ne? Right? Now, take now, when we have a 3, 30, 300, and 3,000, whether our argument still holds, that will be multiplying by 10, will be multiplying by, when we multiply the 10th, will be dividing by 10. When we multiply by hundredths, will be dividing by 100. And then when we multiply by thousands, will be dividing by thousands. Let us look at this one. How much is this? 0,1 multiplied by 3 gives us 0,3 quickly, and then this one is going to be 30 divided by, even this one is 3 divided by 10, it gives us 0,3, and then 30 divided by 10, it gives us 3. You remember, we're multiplying this, then we're going to divide by 10. And then 300 divided by 10, it gives us 30. And then 3,000 divided by 10, it gives us 300. So, which means our reasoning in the first slide is correct. And then look at this one. That's where we are now going to divide by 100 when we multiply this. 3 divide by 100, it gives us 0,03, which is 3 hundredths. And then this one will be 30 divided by 100, which will be 0,3, because 0,30 is the same as 0,3. I think by now you understand that. And then 300 divide by 100, it will give us 3. And then 3,000 divide by 100, it will give us what? 30. Very good. Very good. Here, what are we doing? We are going to divide by 1,000. Ne? 0,003. 3 divided by 1,000 is 3,000. And then on the place value, we are saying it's 0,003 on the place value chart as a decimal. Now, 30 divided by 1,000 is how much? It's 30,000, which will be how much? 0,03, because we have simplified 30 divided by 1,000 is the same as 3 divided by 100. Remember simplification. Then we are going to have a 0,03. Think you are clear on that. And then 300 divided by 1,000, we are going to have a 0,3. And then 3,000 divided by 3, it will give us a 3,000 divided by 1,000, it will give us 3. I think it's proper, ne? Now, the calculations that we are doing is what I've just explained here. Take 1/10, multiply by 3, and that it gives us what? 3 by 3. 1 by 3 gives us 3, and then 10 by 1 is 10, which is 3/10. Now 3/10 is the same as, don't worry about this, it's happening again. 0,3. Gives us that is this. You see? Now, when we say simply put, we just mean that 0,1 multiplied by 30, now we are here, it will be equal to this 30 divided by 10, because of the tens. Then it's going to be 30 divided by 10, which is how much? It's going to give us this 3. 10 into 30 goes 3 times. Yeah? And then this one, there is the answer. And then 0,1 multiplied by 300 is the same as 300 divided by 10. And then it's going to be 10 into this goes 30 times. That is why we have 30 here. And then what we have, 0,1 multiplied by 3,000 is equals to 3,000 divided by 10. Yeah? Because we are multiplying by the tens. That's why we'll be having this 3,000. Right. Now, when we go to hundreds, now we take this number, the same number, and then we divide it by 100. Yeah? It gives us 0,3. Take out this number, it gives us 0,3. And then 300 divided by 100, it gives us 3. And then 1,01 multiplied by 3,000, 1,01 multiplied by 3,000 will give us this 30, because it's 3,000 divided by 100, which is 30. And then likewise, when we are dealing with the thousands, then we are going to divide by thousands and all that. When we multiply 3, 30, 300, and 3,000. Now, look at this. 1 multiplied by 3. We can say when we have 0,1 multiplied by 3, we can group this 1 and 3 and say we have 1 multiplied by 3 and then divide by what? Divide by 10. Then it will give us, remember 1 multiplied by 3 is 3, which is 3 divided by 10, which is going to be 0,3. That's how we can do it again. Now you'll see when we do with these calculations that these methods that are different, how are they going to come together at the end. Right? And then a 3 multiply or divide by 100 is going, now let us take this one. What I'm seeing here is that we are taking 0 multiplied by 3, it becomes the same as dividing by 10, there it is. And then we are taking 0,01 multiplied by 3 is the same as 3 divided by 100. Then it's going to give us 0,03 because it's now 300. You see? And then look at this one, multiplying by 1,000. Multiplied by 3 is the same as 3 divided by 100, which is going to give us 0,003. So what are we noticing here? Here it is. Now 0,1 multiplied by 3 again is 3, and then we have this. Then we have talked about that one precisely. Okay, I think now it's repeating itself. But look at 1 multiplied by 3, and then it's going to give us 100, or we are fixing it. And then look at this one, is the same as this one, and then we are saying 3 hundredths, they are giving you what? 0,03. Or we are saying it's 1 multiplied by 3 divided by 1000. I've been explaining this. Now it becomes clearer that when we are doing another method of fractions, you see what is happening now. It's the same as 3, and then it's 300ths, which is 0,03, that we know from the place values that we did earlier on. Or we can just say 3 multiplied by 1 divided by 100. There it is. And then thousands, what is happening with the 1000 as well is that when you multiply this, change it to common fractions, and then 3 ones. Remember, this is 3 ones, and then it's going to be 1 multiplied by 3 is 3000, which is 0,003, or 1 multiplied by 3 divided by 1000. Right? It gives us 0,003. What do we realize? Let us put this into perspective according to the units, tens, hundreds, and thousands. When we are dealing with division by 10, what do you notice when we divide by 10? What do you notice when we divide by 100? What do you notice when we divide by 1000? If we can know this quickly, what is happening, then when we get to the calculations, multiplication, because of this information, we'll do them very easy. Now, what do we notice here? Look at the 3, the same number, multiplied by 10. Here is the 3, but we are dividing it by 10. Division by 10. What is happening with that 3? Oh, we are going to divide by 100 here, né? And then we are going to divide as well by 1000. Now, notice what is happening when we divide by 3. 3 divided by 10. No, not when we divide by 10, not by 3. Look at that 3. It shifts, né? It shifts to the right. How many places? Only one place. We are dividing it by 10. It shifts. Look at what is happening. né? So, look at when we divide it by 100. It shifts 2 places. 1, 2 to the right. Then we have what? 3 here. It's 300ths now. It's 3 tenths because we have divided by 10, and then we have divided by 100. It has shifted from here 1, 2 places. Ne? Right, good. And then when we divide by 1000, what is happening? From here, it goes 1, 2, 3. Look at it. There it is. You see that 3? What is happening with it? Where is comma? Comma is fixed. Look at comma. It's here. It does not move. It is fixed. It is here. That is why many people are saying, ne? I wanted to clear that quickly before we move on. We'll come back to this. Let us just quickly go to... Right. What are we having here, colleagues? Or my kids? Let me just put it nicely so that you can see. Right. People will say, when you multiply 3, or when you divide, no, it's 3 divide by 10, it's equal to, they will tell you that, no, move it this way. Just say, remember it's a unit, our comma is here, ne? Our comma is here. They will tell you, move that comma one place, and then you are having comma here, and then this will be 0, 3. You see? And then they will tell you that when you divide 3 by 100, what we know is that from the place values, what we know is it's a unit, which means there is a comma here, ne? And then that comma, when you divide, it must move to the left 1, and then 2 times, and then you see this is the comma. It's 0, 0, 3, which will be 0, 0, 3. You see that? That's how we are told. Okay, the last one, let me 3 divide by 1000. Then there is a comma here, as this is the unit, the comma here, then you remove that comma, 0, 0, and then comma. Many people are saying we must do it that way. Okay, it's convenient. But know that this is actually not happening. Ne? Then it will be 0, 0, 0, 3. That will be our answer. Ne? But what we have realized from the place value, it tells us that what is moving is not comma. What is moving is not comma. Look at what is moving. The number is shifting to the right. Ne? Because the comma is still there. It shifts to the right. Shift is now 3 tenths. It's now 300ths. It's now 3000. That's why we're just going to include this to show you now. This becomes 0, 3. This becomes 0, 0, 3, which is 300ths. And then this becomes what? 0, 0, 0, 3. Did the comma move? No. But is it convenient when you are doing calculations to say as if you are moving comma? It's okay, because now that comma, you cannot put maybe the decimal, the place value chart. And even it's better even if you put the place value chart on top of these things to show that this is what is moving. In actual fact, the comma is not moving. That must be clear, my learners. The comma is not moving. This is what. That's why I showed you using the place value chart. That's a misconception that must be done away with. Good. Now we understand. All right. Now let's come to the calculations. When we calculate this one, 3, I'm going to say, I must note them here. Number A, before we go, we can even yourself try it whilst I'm busy. A is 35 multiplied by 0, 3. Ne? And then number B is going to be 0,15 multiplied by 21. Ne? And then number C is going to be 4,125 multiplied by 5. Let's see how many we can do quickly. Right, let us go to document writer quickly. What we have here is 35 multiplied by 0, 3. Number A, let us do it. We know that we have 35 multiplied by 3 tenths. Is that not so? We have 35 multiplied by 3 tenths, which will be the same as we will just say 35 once multiplied by 3 tenths, which is 35 by 3. We are talking about 3 35s, which is 15. 3 by 5 is 15. Then we carry 1, and then 3 by 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Then we have this. 1 multiplied by 10, we have 105 tenths. We have 105 tenths. Now it's improper fraction. Mr. Ratsiwa showed you, I think 2 weeks back, that 105 tenths is the same as saying how many tenths in this 10 will be 1, and how many in this 5 is 0, and then we are left with 5 tenths, which will give us what? 10, 5. Why? Because it is now 5 tenths, which is 10,5. Do you see that? Very, very, very good. But do we have another method that we can do with A? Yes, that we have just talked about here, ne? To say, why don't you say, let me take maybe the black one to see. Now we have 35 multiplied by 0, 3. Then we say is the same as 35 multiplied by 3. Then it's tenths. We are going to divide it by 10. And then how much is it going to give us? It's the same as 105 divided by 10. Now, what did we say about division by 10? The number shift to the right one place. Yeah? The number shift to the right, I'm sorry for that. The number shift to the right one place. Division by 10. You remember I showed you that. Therefore, what is going to happen? Our comma is here. Then if it shifts to the right, then we are going to have 10, 5. The number has shifted. That's why we have this. So that's why many people will say, no, in actual fact, the comma is shifted. That is, the number is shifted. That's why we see this. Only one place, to the right. And when it shifts that way, the 5 unit is going to be 5 tenths. Because we are dividing by 10. And then, consequently, this one is going to be 10. Do you see that? Thank you very much. Now we are becoming, we are learning. Oh, consequently, you can just take it here and then you bring it here. That is the other way that we can do it. We can just take it here. From here, you can go and do it this way. You see? Play with it the way you can play with it. There is a third one. Whilst we are there, there is a third method that I think will be the last one for this. When we, let me take now the red one. Others are saying, no, we have a 35. Oh, my marking pen here. Okay, let me just do it with this one. 35. multiply by 0.5. They will say 5 multiplied by 5 is what? It's 25. We have put 5, we put 2. Let us put 2 here. And then we say 5 multiplied by 3, it's 15 plus 2. Where are we? Where are we? We are here. It's 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. Ne? Put 2, and then 5 multiplied by 3 is 50. Why did I multiply by 0.5? I'm thinking now I'm not going to get the same answer. Thank you. I'm still fresh. Now 3 by 5 it's 15. So we are going to have 5, and then we carry 1. 3 by 3 is 9, plus this one is going to give us what? 10. And then 0 multiplied by that will be 0. Therefore, there is no need for us to multiply that. We know that any number multiplied by 0 will be 0. Therefore, this is our answer. And then people will tell you that, now, after doing this, look at the number of places after a comma. It's only one place. And then you just say 1 is 10.5. You see? That is that. Good. Can we go to example number 2? Let us go to the example number 2, which means you have the latitude of choosing the method that you want to choose. Number 2, again, doing it with the first method, it will be 15 hundredths multiplied by 21, which could be 21 ones. Then what we have here, we can multiply by this one, 15 by 21. And how much are we going to get? When I was multiplying quickly, to quickly multiply by 21 again, we did it this way. 1 by 5 is 5, and then 1 by 10. Remember, the base value of this one is 10. It's going to be 10. Yeah? It's going to be 10. And then 20, it's a place value. 20 by 5 is how much? Remember, this is the place value. 20 by 5 is going to be 100. Ne? So we are having 100. Put 100 here. And then 20 by 1 is going to be 20. Okay. Sorry for this. I did a mistake. 15 multiplied by 1 is 5. Ne? And then 1 by 10 is 10. Put it that way. Ne? And then 20 by 5 is 100. And then 20 by 10 is 200. Then it's 5, 1, 315. That's how you do it quickly. You can do that very quickly that way. Ne? Just a mistake here. Then what are we having here? It's 315 what? Hundredths. Ne? And then what do we have? It's going to be 3 and 15 hundredths as a mixed number, which is going to be 3.15. Second method, quickly. Don't want to run out of time here. And then you can now say 15 multiplied by 21 divided by how much? 100, because it's hundreds here. Ne? So we are going to say 100. And then we say we have just got it. This one is going to be 315 divided by 100, which we can now say we shift the number to the right. How many places? 2 places. For me, it will be, if you shift it, go this way, so my comma is going to be somewhere here. That's why we are going to have 3, 1, 5. Content lab. And then the third one is that one that you'll see what is going to happen. Now, because of time, I want to go quickly. The third one, you'll do it that way. You can do it this way as well. This one, you can do it that way. Is the okay. Right. Oh, there was this one that is maybe challenging that I need also to pay attention to. What is happening now when we have this? It's going to be 4 mixed number 125, which is going to be over thousands multiplied by 5. You see that? This is what we are having. Then what we know is that the whole fraction, it is multiplied by 5. It's not this one only, it's the whole fraction. So what we have here, we are going to have that 4 will be multiplied by 5. The same as this one multiplied by 5. No, we know 4 multiplied by 5 will be what? 20. And then 100, which means it plus. Remember, it's 4 and, so it's going to be plus. Then 125 as well. Thousands, it will be multiplied by 5. So we are going to have this one. Remember that as you said, 1 here, and then we'll be having this one. You can multiply this by this. Sometimes he said, why don't you, whilst you are on it, maybe simplify and all that, and then to make sure that you do your work quick. Yeah, it does not. But now, let us look at this one. 125 multiplied by 5, it's how much? 125 multiplied by 5 is 25. We are having 5. We carry 2. And then 5 multiplied by 2 is going to be 10 plus that 2 is 12. Then we put 2. We carry 1. And then 5 by 1 is 5 plus 1 is 11. So it's going to be 20 plus 1,125 over 1,000. You see? Are we still clear? Very good. Very good. Now, what is happening here? We have 20 plus. Now, simplify this one. Change it. It's improper. To 1,000. Change it to mixed number. It will be 1 and 125,000. 125,000. Then what is going to happen? 20 plus 1 is 21. 125,000, which is going to be what? 21, 125. Simple as that. Very easy. Then we have this. You see? Then you are finished with this one, and then you know, then you can do another method on it. It will remain, the answer will remain that. Just challenge yourself, because I'm looking at time now. It is against me. Ne? Very good. Thank you very much. Now, what I want us to do, go to, let me go back to our presentation. Right. Remember here, we were multiplying by whole numbers. Decimal numbers by whole numbers, and these decimal numbers must be at least 2, 3 decimal places. Now, let us look at the decimal fractions to at least 2 decimal places by decimal fraction to at least 1 decimal fraction. What do we have here? What is happening here? What can we do here? Okay, it's different again. Let me just quickly show you before I'm running out of time. Right, A. Oh, I must change. Look at this. Now we have A. It was how much? No, let me just go back quickly and then write it. Okay. A, it will be 0.47 multiplied by 0.2. And then B will be 0.36 multiplied by 57 or 0.5. Maybe it must be 0.57. Ne? I will rectify it. 0.57. All right. Right. Let us go down and quickly calculate this. Ne? We are having now this 1 on top. And then what do we know about this one? We know that from the fraction we have 47 hundredths. 47 hundredths multiply by 2 tenths. And then is equals to 47 numerator multiplied by numerator will give us, I think it's 47 doubled. It is 94. And then 100 by 10, it will be 1,000. And then what do we have? 94 thousandths is the same as 0.94. Are we clear on that, ladies and gentlemen? My dear kids, do you see that? Then this is our answer. Ne? It's 0.94. Happy? Good. Now, let us do another method. Can I do it with the same? Okay, let me see whether it is still there. What we know is that we are having what? A 47. We said just multiply them, ne? Multiply them by 2, and then you must divide. Remember, we are dividing by the hundredths and now tenths that are multiplied. So it's going to be hundredths multiplied by 10. Ne? Remember the way we did it here? Can I quickly maybe see this one where we had only, look at this one, where we had 0.15 multiplied by whole number. That's why we had this. We said 15 multiplied by 21 divided by 100, ne? Because of the hundreds. But now we are having what? We are having the decimals. Both are the decimals. You see that? They are the decimals. That's why we will be saying 47 multiplied by 2 and then divide by hundreds. We have also multiplied by tenths. So this means, which means tenths, that means it's going to be 100 multiplied by 10. You get my drift. Thank you. Then, this is going to be 94. Good. Divide by, this is what you call 1,000. Now you remember that shift of the number going to the right. Remember here we are having our comma. So when it shifting 2 places, it as if eventually it's go 3 places now. It's 3 places. It's eventually as if comma is going to be here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then comma is here. Remember there is 0 here. Yeah? It's going to no tens, but 904 thousandths. So our answer will be 0,094. And this, it is done so beautifully in the when you have this what you call place value chart, ne? Place value chart, where we say it goes 1, 2, 3, and then comma is here, so it's going to be 0 here. Why? Oh, okay. Something is in here. 1, 2, 3, and then this. So it's 0 here, and then it's going to be 0. That's why we have 0,094. Just remember that the comma is moving, that number is going to the right. Ne? That's why it will, as if it makes as if comma is moving. But when we calculate quickly, we have been saying that, but you must know that in actual fact what is moving is that number. Ne? So that's what we have. And then our answer will be, which means I made a mistake here. You see, when you are doing a lot of, what is that? When you are doing different methods, you get to know what you did wrong. But on top it was 94 thousandths, but I said 0,94. That's a mistake. But we are doing them. Sometimes we are doing them unknowingly to us. And then you say, no man, I've got that correct one, but then if you do another method, it shows you where your mistake was. Ne? So this is good. And then we can now also say 0. We can do this last method, 0,47. I know you like that one very much. Just do 0,2 can be there, no problem. Now 2 by this is how much? 2 by 7, it is 14. Put 4, 1, and then 2 by 6 plus 8 plus 1 is 9. And then what do we have here? We have 2 by this is going to be 0. This one is going to be also 0 there on top. No, yeah, we can even just don't write this 0. Never, for interest sake, I have written it. And then why did I write it? It's just the effect that I want to see when I say, right, how many place values do we have of the numbers that have multiplied each other? 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then you put comma there, and then that becomes, I'm sorry, my beautiful learners. Then you put that thing. You said 2 by is 4, and then 2 by this, it's 8, plus 1, it's 9, and then it's going to give you what? I said maybe you said 2 multiplied by 0 is again 0. Sometimes you cannot put it. And then what does it show you? It shows you that now you have what? Count 1, 2, 3 places after decimal comma. You are going to put them in your final. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then you put your comma there. Then you have 0. That is going to be your answer. I hope I'm making sense with you. I hope I'm making sense with you. And then the last one you will perhaps, is 3, is the same style, ne? Nothing. Okay, let me do it quickly, maybe with only one method, before I call it the quiz, before I'm chased out of the studio. Right. Let us look at number B. It says that B, it says 0.36 multiplied by 0.57. The same, we know it's 36 hundredths. We are using common fractions to find it, and then multiply by 57 what? Hundredths. Then what is it going to be? 36. Now when you are at home, you can just use a calculator to make sure that you've got it right. Ne? Just check it by using a calculator. It is also allowed. Now 7 by 6, what do I have? 7 by 6 is going to give me what? 42. Now I'm becoming tired now. Huh? 42, and I put it, I want to avoid this thing of carrying, I will forget. And then 7 by 33, this 3 is 30, so it's 0, and then 7 by 3 is going to be how much? It's going to be 21, that is why, 210. And then this is 50 by 6, then we have 6, and then 6 by 5 is going to be 30. So 650 makes 300. It's correct. Ne? And then 50 by 30 is going to be 0, 0. And then 3 by 5 is going to be 15. This is what I do. And then it gives me 2. And then this gives me what? 5. And then I have what? 8, 10, which I put 1, carry, and then it's going to be how much? It's going to be 2. 8, 10, that's correct. Then I have this. So what do I have? 2052. Now multiply by 100 by 100 will be 10,000. How is it? Very good. Ne? And then 2052 10,000ths is going to give me what? 4 decimals after a comma is going to give me 0,2052. So you should not be challenged. Ne? You should not be challenged by anything. It becomes so easy. Now you can see that you can now go to the next method where you will say 36 multiply by 57 divide by 100 multiply by 100, which is going to give you this number, divide by 10,000. Now 10,000, the number will shift. Will shift how many places? It will shift 4 places, ne? To the right, and then it makes as if there 1, the comma is going this way, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then there is your comma, and then your answer is 0,2052. Excellent. Now you've got it. And again, it's now easy. Oh, there it is. You must remember that. Ne? One seems to forget when he's doing these things that the document writer must be correct. Okay, then you can do it this way. Yeah? You can do it using this method. Again, it can be done. Then it's very easy to understand. I think we have addressed what we needed to address in this multiplication. Ne? So go and make sure that you are, you are practicing this. It's not enough just to look at this, but practice mathematics, because practice makes perfect. Ne? It's very good. Thank you very much, my learners. Enjoy your Passover this long weekend, and enjoy your Passover. Please, mathematics can be fun. Have fun in your studies. Goodbye.